getting $100, $75 when you're fighting for your life, those things help. They really fucking help you. But how was the scene before you left? How long have you been in Los Angeles?
How long have I been? I came in 2012, I think. Yeah.
And you've done a lot of things, right? Guy code, shit like that?
Here and there. Yeah, I've gotten some things. Stand-up I've been doing forever. I've been doing that 14 years. And then, but when you come to LA, you do other stuff too. You'll audition for stuff.
Did you wanna, or did you just want to be a comedian?
No, I wanted to. I wanted to do it all, but I love stand-up, and I'm always going to do that. And because the other stuff is so fickle and fleeting. Sometimes you get something, and then sometimes you don't. But you have a spot every night. You can count on that, and that's always going to keep you relevant, even when you go through a dry spell. People will see you do stand-up, and then it puts you in the game for auditioning for something, or maybe booking a role. So that stuff is fun, but I love stand-up.
Me too. When I got here, it was funny how I came here to be a stand-up, but there was no way. They just didn't want me. But Mitzi liked me.
But that's the biggest person. That's the only person you needed to like you.
Yeah, that was it. As long as Mitzi liked me, and she gave me spots off the jump.
And she didn't like everybody. She's notorious, and there's stories of her passing on legends.
Yeah, she fucking was a great lady to me, but that was it. No Montreal. Nobody wanted to represent me for comedy. I was too dirty. It was like a fucking struggle, It's like a struggle sometimes. It makes me wonder how to keep them going under. But you're right. You keep progressing down here. When I got down here, I remember my manager going, "You just want to do stand-up? You don't want to act?" He goes, "You're not going to make a living down here." I go, "What do you mean?" I go out every night. He goes, "Nah, you need to." And when they said commercials, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I'll do that still sometimes. I'll go out for a commercial.
Dog, I would go out for a commercial in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I would go out for a commercial. Now, at this point in my life, I'm begging for a commercial.
Really? You still want to do commercials?
I would do a commercial now in a heartbeat.
But you would want to be presented. They'd be like, "Yo, Joey, we want you to do this." Then you would do that. But you're not going to go to the cattle call at this point. You're too big. You're too big.
No, I'm the type of guy like that.
You still do that?
I like it. If you give me the opportunity,
just be chilling with 20 other actors waiting to go in.
You see people you haven't seen, and the auditioning game here was like my social life for a while. I can't lie to you. I had no social life. I did drugs at night at the comedy store after I got on stage. There's no social life. You hang out with a bunch of comics, but it was really weird when I tapped into the act. I actually went to acting class. I went to Havana Chubbuck. I was serious about it. And it was very interesting because I got to see a different taste. I got to learn how to hustle acting work.
That's a whole other animal,
and that's a whole other animal. So I'm watching all these guys that come out here, they just think to themselves, "One day I want to be an actress." And they don't really know what goes into it. They come out here and I would go to that class and feel bad for half the people. I would want to go up to them and go, "Come here for a second. Go back and work for that. This ain't gonna work."
Isn't it the beauty though of being a stand-up comedian in an acting class is that
they thought I was a god.
You're kind of jaded, but you're self-aware.
They thought I was a god.
Yeah.
They thought I was a god. It was the weirdest fucking thing. I would do the scenes and they would clap
because you have a natural ability and you can
the stage
because we go up every night and we have that gear
and then they come up to me and go, well, "You're a stand-up," and I swear to God they would come to the comedy store with their boyfriends or sisters or mothers and leave there with their jaws dropped.
They
would go, "Wait a second, Chris Rock just went up. I don't get it. You're here, Chris Rock." They would look, and it was I tapped into that game, and I'm like, "Wait a second, I'm going to attack this because these motherfuckers aren't seeing what I'm saying." They just go to auditions. There's got to be a different way.
And the beauty is because we've got stand-up taking up a lot of our time, and we have that. When we go to class or whatever, I did it for a month or two before I realized it wasn't for me. But just observing some of the actors, they just drink the Kool-Aid. Anything the acting teacher says to do, they'll do it. They'll make a vision board. They'll bust out the glue stick and cut out magazine things, thinking that's going to help them get a role.
Guys, it's crazy if you're at home listening.
It's this weird, kumbaya. They just want to book a role and will do anything the teacher tells them to. Whereas a stand-up, I'm like, I just want to run some scenes. I don't want to fucking glue some shit together.
How fucking boring was that when you get together on Tuesdays with some kid that doesn't know dick about dick? You even ask him, after an hour, "Have you even watched the movie? Do you even know about beats and shit?" Because this is shit, what's always killed me, and I don't want nobody at home to take this wrong, and don't take this wrong, is how, you go to acting class and have a coach, and her name is Vivanka, and she was under, what's his name? But then some big black motherfucker like Queen Latifah dumps herself off and says, let me give this a whack. Yeah. And she starts making you look like a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Because look at Ice Cube. You think he went to acting class? How about
or Jennifer Hudson, Oscar?
Yeah, you know, it's you know, I always felt when I got here, I'm the type of guy, I want to get formal training and everything. If you said to me, Joey, I think you need this, I'll go hunt the best person.
Yeah.
And I'll figure out how to learn
There's
from that
value
person.
in it.
There is value in it.
I will concede there's value in it.
No, there is value in it.
But sometimes there's this other stuff.
I didn't believe the cult. I didn't believe the cult.
Yeah, there's some cultish shit that you don't need.
Havana Chubbuck and the chick on La Brea are the cults. She still sends me fucking emails. The cult.
I found that, like,
you know which one I'm talking about?
I don't know, but they're all the same kind of, like.
No. And then there used to be the one on Fountain where you have to stand outside. So
wait.
Tell me that's still there. I don't go.
I've driven by one, and
there's like 80 people out there going oversized.
Yeah.
And you never hear about those people, like some drunk guy losing control and hitting them with a car. Like, never. They're out there, and cars are doing 100, and nobody's ever hit those 18 fucking idiots. It's a goddamn. I mean, you feel so, because it's true. They do drink the Kool-Aid.
Because they got nothing else going on.
I never figured out what it was. You know that one of my friends worked at CAA, that me and him walked into Havana Chubbuck together in 1999. We stayed friends till about 2000. 2001 maybe, and then James Coburn on a stupid $100 a day movie goes, you quit acting class. Right? I know I was doing Arliss.
Oh shit.
And I had the whole 2 days with him, and I said, do you think acting class really helps me? He goes, you have natural instincts, quit right now.
I mean, talking about the best thing that I told you.
But then your agents are like, oh, maybe you're not getting auditions because you're not in acting class. So I went to the cult on La Brea. Jewish chick, pretty cute. She looks like Tina Fey, kind of, sort of. She would always audition with her socks on and shit. Her husband would live in the mountains.
All Jewish chicks kind of sort of look like Tina Fey.
This one looked like Tina Fey. What the fuck was her name? And she would run those kids through the mill. I mean, it was like a slave factory. First of all, you had to pay for your classes and intern. It was like Scientology.
I've always thought this about LA. Like, no one's really religious out here, right? But there's parallels. Like, acting teachers are the churches of LA, and God is booking.
You're right. Yeah. All those, bro, people drink the lemonade from the acting teachers.
Yeah.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.